Hello, yogis. Welcome to your 40-minute slow flow. Thank you for taking the time to join me today. If we have not practiced together, my name is Raya, and I'll be guiding you through these next 40 minutes of slow flow, connecting to our breath, connecting to the body, and just turning back inwards today. If you have a block at home, or maybe a bolster, and maybe a pillow, if you don't have a bolster, please feel free to reach for those. Grab some tea, grab some water, and we'll slowly make our way. So just reaching for your pillow or your bolster, placing that right underneath of your knees. And then just slowly lowering down onto your spine, arriving on your back. Allow yourself to become as comfortable as you can be here. Taking any minor adjustments, setting yourself up for your practice. Maybe closing the eyes here. Settling in to your body, into your space. Maybe placing the hands on your belly, on your lower belly. This will help draw the attention, the awareness into our breath. Just begin by deepening each inhale. Notice just how you've arrived today. Taking this time, connecting a little bit deeper. Full inhale through your nostrils. Maybe opening up through the mouth, sighing it out. Let it go. A few more. Just arriving. Deepening the breath, noticing your exhale here. We spend so much time focusing on each inhale. Take this time to really notice the breath moving out of your nose, maybe out of your mouth. Using this practice today to connect to the invisible energies, the energy within you, opening us up to healing, opening us up to growing, and welcoming in harmony and balance within our whole entire being today. Doing this with ease and mindful movements. Knowing that it's normal for the thoughts to come and go. Just imagine them flowing in and out like clouds. And just before we find some movement, draw your breath into your hands, into your toes. Maybe begin to turn your wrists. Wiggle your toes. And when you're ready, we'll lift the hips up and draw the bolster right underneath of the tailbone. Finding a little bit of elevation here, softening through the lumbar spine. And coming into legs up the wall, send the toes, send the feet high to the sky. Notice the hamstrings here. Deep, deep breath into your feet. Maybe reaching the hands up, finding dead bug pose. And just taking intuitive movement here. Feel all of that tension, all of that inflammation flowing down your hamstrings. And slowly, mindfully, drawing the soles of the feet towards the earth. We'll remove our bolster here, just lifting the hips up, settling back down. Deep inhale, draw both knees in towards your heart space. And give yourself a hug here, nose in towards your knees. And exhale, come back down, shoulder blades draw in towards the earth. And do this as many times as you need. And we'll slowly make our way into happy baby pose. So just reaching for the sides of your feet, drawing the knees out wide, the feet out wide. And taking another deep inhale here. Maybe rocking side to side, kicking into your hands to ignite the pose. Allow your shoulders to melt back down. Breath is present right here. And we'll slowly send the feet back down. Making our way into bridge pose. Feet are hip distance apart. Really imagining the soles of the feet. Feel the energy here. Notice the connection beneath the earth. And when you're ready, hips lift up high to the sky. And drawing the knees a little bit closer together, imagine a block in between your knees here. One vertebrae at a time, slowly roll down. Connecting back to the breath. And place the palms of your hands down, and doing that one more time. Deep inhale, rise up. So strong, everyone. Just finding our breath. Maybe setting your intention for your practice right here, right now. Maybe to simply walk off of your mat today feeling a little bit lighter, releasing a little bit more heavy energy. We'll slowly rock ourselves up to seated, placing your hands behind your knees. This can feel really nice. Rock as many times as you like. Arriving in our comfortable, easy seat, go ahead and reach for a block or maybe a pillow to rest your sit bones on. Pull the flesh away from each bone, pull the muscles away. And then arriving in our tall spine, place your hands on your thighs. Deep inhale, shoulders up to ears, and roll them down one more time. Deep inhale, and anchoring back down. Just noticing our prana, our life force. Notice your breath right here. And connecting to some neck rotations. Taking a deep inhale, drawing the right ear over to right shoulder. As you exhale, come back through center. And then send the left ear over to left shoulder. Know that you can move as slow as you need to today, listening to your body. This is your practice. Take my movements, take my words as a guide, but know that you can take any additional poses. Maybe you can find a little extra rest in your child's pose. And finding some wrist warm-ups here, go ahead and bind your hands. Just creating some circles here, some rotations, releasing the fascia, releasing tension. And finding our seated cat-cow, hands come to your knees. Inhale, heart lifts up, gaze lifts. Slow exhale, bow inward. Beautiful. Few more. Inhale, draws your shoulder blades together. And slow exhale, gaze towards your belly button. Really feeling into each muscular engagement here. And slow exhale, know that you can move a little bit faster than me or maybe a little bit slower than me. And coming back to our tall spine, deep inhale, reach up overhead. Exhale, draw that breath into your heart space. And doing that 2 more times. Full inhale. And slow exhale, let it go. Maybe even sighing out the mouth. Deep inhale, gather that energy. Gaze lifts and slowly drop it down. Let it go, sigh it out. And removing our prop, our block, our pillow. And finding the earth with your sit bones. Connecting to our Sufi grinds. Inhale. Find your rotations. Heart comes through center. And as you exhale, press into your knees, round the spine. Deep inhale, slow, controlled movements. Chin lifts, open up through your heart. Deep exhale, maybe even sighing out the mouth again. And just flow on your own time here. And coming back to the breath, inhale, reach up. Slow exhale all the way down. Deep inhale, 1 more time. And slowly let it go. Connecting to the opposite direction of our Sufi grinds. When you're ready, place both hands back on your knees and just flowing the opposite direction. Deep, big circles. Feeling that release in your organs, built up energy. Few more. Settling back to your neutral spine, your tall spine when you're ready. Inhale, shoulders draw up, and exhale them away. 1 more. Slowly making our way into our first tabletop of practice. Just finding shoulders stacked over wrists, hips stacked over knees. Maybe tucking the toes here. Draw your left hand in towards center. Deep inhale. We'll reach up with our right hand, finding an opening twist here. And as you exhale, coming back down, anchoring that right hand. Deep inhale, reach up with your left. Beautiful. Slowly coming back through center. And moving through your cat-cow here. Allow your inhale to bring you up through, heart opens, gaze lifts, awareness into your throat. As you exhale, back of your heart presses up to the sky. Taking any intuitive movement here, know that you can take hips side to side, maybe moving slower or faster as always. Allow each inhale to move you, each exhale to move you. Welcoming back that audible exhale, maybe through the mouth, sighing it out. Or maybe finding your ujjayi breath, creating that slight restriction in the back of your throat on your exhale. Finding your ocean-like breath. And we'll slowly make our way into our low plank here. Reach those hands forward, your knees back. Full inhale and exhale all the way down through center. Finding our baby cobra. Go ahead and untuck the toes here. Strong engagement throughout your legs. Finding baby cobra, lift up, peel your heart off the mat. Exhale back down, one more deep inhale. And slowly draw it back down. Inhale, rise up to your plank of choice. And as you exhale, we'll make our way into our first child's pose. Your option here, I'm taking my knees wide apart. And anchoring back down, maybe drawing the knees together, whatever your body is calling for right now. Massaging out the forehead, the brow bone. Shake your head no. A few more clearing breaths. Imagine your hips anchoring towards the earth with each exhale. Know that your practice doesn't expect you to show up any certain way. All it asks is for you to be present in the moment, however you've arrived. Deep inhale, round the spine up to tabletop, tuck the toes, and making our way to our first downward dog of practice. Hips lift up. Know that your hamstrings will feel a little bit tight here. Walk your dog out, bend into one knee at a time. You always have this option. Keep the knees bent as much as you need. Strong, strong arms here. Imagine your sit bones shining up to the sky. One more breath. Slowly walk your hands all the way back to your feet. Forward fold at the back of our mat. Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, rise up your shins. And hanging back down on your exhale. One more time, deep inhale. Pull your shoulders back. And slow exhale, walk your dog back out. Downward facing dog. Maybe sighing out the mouth. Inhale, ripple forward into your plank. Exhale down. Find your back bend here. And exhale, come back down. Inhale, plank of choice. And exhale, child's pose. Know that you can bind your hands at your lower back, reaching them up and away from your heart. Take any variation that calls to you. Now we'll slowly make our way back up to tabletop. Tuck the toes here. Inhale, hips lift up, downward facing dog. And finding our forward fold at the top of our mat this time, heel toe all the way there. Hang heavy, letting go of the back of your neck. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, let it go. One more deep inhale, flat back, and slow exhale. We'll round the spine as slow as we can up to Tadasana, ragdoll, all the way there. Shoulders draw up and down, open up your palms, and just finding our alignment here. Inhale, reach up. And exhale down through heart. 2 more, deep inhale, gather that energy. And slow exhale, bring it into your heart space. Doing that one more time. Full inhale. Maybe even keeping the eyes closed here. Draw that energy down, press it away into the earth. Now just noticing your mountain pose here. Feet anchored into the mat. Sit bones lower down, tops of your thighs to the back of the room. Shoulders draw down and away from your ears here. Inhale, reach up overhead, you got this. Exhale all the way down. Flat back, bow or swan dive, your choice. Inhale, halfway lift. And slowly release back down. Now stepping back with our left foot, go ahead and spin that left heel down. Bend back into your right knee. Inhale, warrior one. Hands can come to hips here, just squaring your hips. Left hip forward, right hip back. Inhale, reach back up. Relax the shoulders. And hands come back down onto hips, setting ourselves up for our high lunge. Heels stacked on top of toes. Inhale, reach up. Making our way into our twist, hands come down through heart. Go ahead and drop that back knee. Always an option to keep it lifted. Inhale, hinge forward. And exhale, left elbow on top of right knee. Always an option, reach that right hand up to the sky. Full breath here, coming back through center when you're ready. Slowly anchoring the hands and stepping all the way back to our plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga all the way down. Inhale, back bend of choice, baby cobra. And release. And finding our Sphinx pose, go ahead and drop the forearms towards the earth. Palms facing down. Now energetically pull your heart forward. Gaze might lift. Notice the throat here. Draw your awareness into your throat, our place of expression, the bridge between our heart and our head. Now slowly lowering down, finding our cobra, but drawing the hands off of the mat. Tented fingers, spider fingers, inhale, reach up, and exhale down. One more. Deep inhale, and exhale, let it go. Meeting back in our downward facing dog. Take a clearing breath here, relax the shoulders. Find that inward rotation of your elbows. Now slowly heel toe up to your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, let it go. Go ahead and reach that right foot back this time, spin onto your heel. Inhale, warrior one. Square the hips and hands lift up high to the sky. Gaze might lift, full breath here. Now slowly coming into our high lunge, hands can come back to hips. And just heel toe inching that foot, that back toe a little bit further. Hands come down through heart center. Now maybe dropping that back knee or maybe keeping it lifted. Deep inhale, hinge forward. Now as you exhale, right elbow on top of left knee. Maybe staying here, breath is present. Maybe reaching that left hand towards the sky. Your choice. Coming back through center when you're ready. And go ahead and frame that left foot. And step all the way back to your downward dog. Deep inhale here. Step or hop forward, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, halfway. And exhale, release. One more, inhale, halfway. And exhale, let it go. Slowly root to rise all the way up. Find your Tadasana, mountain pose. Notice your energy, the shift in your energy from when you've arrived. And we'll make our way into our tree pose. Send the weight into the right foot. Spread all 5 toes here. And maybe sending the left sole of the foot towards your ankle, your shin, or maybe your inner thigh. Hands can stay over heart space or maybe growing your branches, reaching up overhead. One more breath. Beautiful, strong trees. Now keeping that left knee lifted, we'll send it back to our warrior 3. Drop that left foot. And coming into warrior 2, inhale up overhead. And exhale, melting down. Just finding your alignment here, making sure those first 2 right toes you can see, your knee isn't covering. Coming into extended side angle, reach forward. Anchor that elbow, left hand rises up. Meeting back in our warrior 2, hands come to hips. And setting up for Trikonasana, triangle pose. Reach that right hand, anchor it down, maybe on a block, maybe on your shin, and then go ahead and reach that left hand up to the clouds. Slowly frame that foot and send it back to your child's pose. 3 full breaths right here. Making our way into our downward dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips. Notice the hamstrings here. And inhale, step, hop, or jump into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway. And exhale, let it go. Inhale, root to rise, gather that energy. Coming back through center. And finding tree pose on the other side, go ahead and send the weight into your left foot. Right foot can come to your ankle, your shin, or maybe gathering that ankle, placing it on the inside of your left thigh. Inhale, hands come up to heart. And when you're ready, grow your branches up to the sky. Gaze might lift here, slight back bend. Now slowly draw everything back through center. Keep that knee lifted. So strong, everyone. Full inhale. As you exhale, hinge forward into your warrior 3. Lowering those right toes towards the earth. Go ahead and set yourself up for warrior 2. Inhale. And exhale, find that external rotation. Relax your shoulders. Draw your belly button in. Radiate your energy out of both fingers, both fingertips. All fingertips, both hands. Coming into extended side angle, reach forward. Left elbow on left knee. One more breath. And coming back into Warrior Two, set yourself up for triangle. Shorten your stance, left leg straightens, reach forward with that left hand. Plant it down, block or your shin, and rise up with the right. One more breath, then we'll step it all the way back to our downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot up towards the sky. Draw your belly in, and then we'll set ourselves up for Pigeon Pose. Right knee right behind right wrist. Maybe finding your chip block here, placing that behind your right hip. And your choice to stay upright, active pigeon, or maybe lowering down. And draw the breath into that hip and really notice. Sigh it out, let it go. One more full breath. Making your way up to our three-legged dog. Go ahead and anchor those hands back down and send the right foot high to the sky. Always an option to stack that hip on top of left, and then meeting back in our downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot high to the sky, and draw that left knee right up behind left wrist. Pigeon Pose. Deep inhale here, offer your heart. And as you exhale, maybe lowering all the way down onto forearms. It can feel really nice to rest your forehead on the backs of your hands. Fully surrender here. Your practice could care less if you can touch your toes or meditate for hours. It simply asks that you arrive and you show up for yourself. We'll slowly make our way out of pigeon just by rising up, sending the weight over to that left hip and just finding our easy seat. Grab a sip of water. Grab any extra layers you might want to add. And just connecting back to our prana, back to our breath. Maybe placing one hand over your heart, one hand over your belly. Close the eyes here and just notice, after a little bit of movement, how the energy feels. Inhale, reach up overhead, and exhale, send it down. Just making our way into our boat pose, finding about 5 breath cycles, engaging our core in boat, and draw the palms open to the sky, leaning back, draw everything through center, engage the core, heels lift. Now staying here for 3 more breaths. Feel the fire that you've created. And when you're ready, slowly lower down with control. Arriving on our spine, inhale, reach your hands up overhead. Send your toes the opposite direction. Feel your entire being lengthening here. And coming into happy baby, go ahead and draw the knees in towards your heart. Send the hands towards the sides of your feet just as we started. And maybe rocking side to side. Anchor your shoulders back down towards the earth. Releasing last bit of tension here. Now finding legs up the wall, your choice to place a prop, a block underneath of your sit bones again. Or maybe just placing your hands palms down, lifting one hip up at a time. Point your toes towards the sky, and then point your toes towards your face. Maybe rising up onto shoulder stand, hips lift up high to the sky. Hands find the middle of your back. Maybe coming into plow pose, sending the feet behind your head. Breathe into your hamstrings. Few more final poses before we find our relaxation. Go ahead and extend your left foot out and draw that right knee in. Making our way into our supine twist. Full inhale. And as you exhale, cross that right knee over the left side of your body. Right hand reaches out, gaze trails over. Wringing out the spine here, fully releasing. One more breath, and draw it back in through center. Just switching over to the other side. Inhale, left knee in, right foot out. Slight tuck of your chin, lengthening through the back of your neck. Making our way to our twist on the other side. Allow that left hand to reach out. Send your gaze over to those left fingers. Now slowly, mindfully coming back through center. Give yourself a full deep hug here. Draw your nose in towards your knees. And exhale, let it go. Setting yourself up for your final relaxation, your Shavasana. Know that you can add any extra props you might want. I've added a block behind my lower back. Maybe just finding flat back on the earth. Deep inhale through your nose, sigh it out. Close the eyes. Give yourself permission here fully let go, fully surrender. Yoga is all about the balance of control and surrender. Knowing that we do not give ourselves enough time in the day to be still, to find stillness. So this is your time. Let go. Allow the thoughts to come and go like clouds. Please stay here if you have the time to do so. Stay lying on your back. But if you would like to close practice in a seated position, I welcome you to roll over to one side. Taking a few nourishing breaths here, and then arriving in our easy seat. Go ahead and close your eyes again, lengthen through the back of your neck. Place your hands over your heart space, right hand on top of left. Bowing inward, send yourself gratitude right here for your practice. Deep inhale, and sigh it out the mouth. One more. Connecting us here through the screen. Let it go. I hope you all have a beautiful day, evening. I bow to each and every one of you. Namaste.